My name is Chad Manuel. My time at Swan Pilates has been, I'll say, sporadic. My wife is one of the lead instructors here. I've done a little bit of work with her because I have been suffering from back issues for about 7 years now. I had a pretty bad one about a year ago, and that kind of put a real kind of stop on my overall physical fitness training because I was scared to do things, and I've really lost a lot of flexibility and muscle tone. And finally, my wife said, that's it, we're getting you back in. And this was actually my first day back as a student. I've come in here and watched and done things, but this is my first time, but it's going to be the first of many because I'm 52 years old. Like I said, I've been in the fire service for 26 years. Beside back injury, I have a shoulder injury, I've hurt my knees, and I actually had an opportunity several years ago to help out with a student instructor who ran me through about 20 sessions, and it was the best I ever felt. Why I stopped doing it, I don't know. Firefighting, it's a very physically demanding job, and not just physically, it's also mentally. But mental strength and physical strength go hand in hand. And as you get older in the career, the things that we do, and it's not just the running into buildings that are on fire, but we do a lot of other things. I mean, there's always heavy lifting. Almost all the equipment we have is heavy. We also do a lot of medical incidents where we have to pick up patients. And even when we're sleeping in bed and we're at zero and we have to get up and automatically go 60 miles an hour, after so many years, it breaks down the body. And if you're not serious about your physical fitness, it really wears on you and adds to injuries. I mean, I'm a perfect example of that. And what Pilates can do for men or women who are in the fire service, it balances you. And that's very important, to be balanced, from the center of your body all the way out. I started in the fire service career in 1996. Back then it was just lift weights and run. I mean, that's what the mantra was. And yeah, you get strong and you get your cardiovascular, but you don't take care of the flexibility and the strength from the middle out that actually gives you the longevity. In fact, I've even told aspiring firefighters, they ask me, hey, what can I do to make sure I have a long career in the fire service? I tell them, you need to find some type of system where you can work on your flexibility and your balance. And Pilates is perfect. And to me, if I could go back to my young self and say, hey, forget the weights. Forget the weights, get out of the weight room, go find a Pilates studio right now and start with Pilates. When you're 25 years old, I'd be feeling great right now. So my response to men who say that Pilates isn't for men, it's about as sissy as rugby. I've also had other male friends of mine come in and try this, and they all say the same thing. It's one of the hardest things they've ever done. I have a lot of friends who do CrossFit. CrossFit has that stigma of, it's the ultimate in physical fitness. I have friends who've done Pilates who go, oh my God. And here's the best statement to prove that is when I hear this, I thought I was stronger and more flexible than that. That says it all right there. It's something that you have to commit yourself to and continue doing it. And if you do it, I promise you'll feel the best you ever have. If you've had injuries, it'll help you manage those injuries, especially if they're chronic injuries. This is probably one of the greatest things for chronic injuries. And not to put anything down on physical therapists and physical therapy. I've done a lot of physical therapy. It hasn't done near what Pilates has done when I've done it. And this is physical therapy.